welcome to today's session of playing Willow Guard once again. Last time when we played it was a demo, and as you can see now, we have the full version today, and I'm really happy about that. The guys at Willow Guard were so kind to give me a copy so I can play a little bit of it, and I'm really looking forward to it. They just had a stream as well on the release date, and they said I am able to continue the demo without any problems, and as you can see, this is possible, and I will click that in a second. Right away, I love this screen and I love the little effects. What I don't love so much is these little corners. I don't think a lot of people will notice it, but this is something that happens to me a lot, to be honest. Cutting out things and leaving in some backgrounds with it. But enough talk, let's play this game. I'm excited. Alright, we are still at the Roadhouse. The Roadhouse looks as sturdy as ever. That's nice to know. Okay, so there was this thing with these points, the focus points, exactly. And we just been inside. We also spoke to Ray, I think, so I would like to leave and go someplace new. Where we are now is the Roadhouse. We've been to the camp, that's where we came from, I think. We have also been to the Sunspring Fields. But where we want to go is Woikos. Really excited to see what areas we can explore, because it looks kind of small, but I'm not done playing Drover. I will go back to playing Drover. And Drover has a very small map, but it's surprising to see how much you can do with a small map. So we'll see what happens here. Let's go to Woikos. Yes. The village of Woikos is nestled comfortably between two calm streams. The roads are partially cobblestone, and the house is built on strong foundations with glass in almost every window. It is quiet, with only a few villagers out and about. And this looks amazing. I don't know why there are two rivers. It looks like this is one river, but it's two streams, so maybe this is one river that creates a fork here and goes on. Something like that. Funnily enough, I came from a village that has the same thing, where two rivers merge into one, and that's where I could spot my village from every map. I still love these little leaves and wind streams going through the air, and I'm a big fan of houses with light inside, because even in reality I love to go around in the night and see little lights inside houses, and it always looks so warm and welcoming. And if you are inside one of these windows, it's just a normal house, but from the outside it looks so warm and nice. But here is Ghweros, our hero, and he's thinking already. I like it. The calm before the storm. Many of these houses are empty. Are they? They don't look like it. Let's try that. Shutters closed and no smoke rising from the chimney. At least half the houses in the village are clearly uninhabited, whether because the former inhabitants fled or because they were killed is hard to know. So there are no chimneys? That's a first, Woikos. Come on. And there is light inside, and it doesn't look like they have electricity yet. So I'm not sure what he's on about. A prosperous village only on the surface. As you make your way to where the willows would traditionally grow, in the very center of the village, you realize this village does not seem to have a grove at all. Neither does it have any sign of having had willows. No dead trunks. No empty green space. How? A village of this size must have a willow grove. Oh, we do. It is just not here. The bear, who must have been watching you for some time, approaches from the shadows of a large building overlooking the square. You hadn't realized you were talking out loud. The danger of spending so much time alone. Welcome, stranger, to our lovely little village of Woikos. He is young, but stands with the confidence of someone used to be listened to. His clothes are of a finer cut than the other villagers, and he has a gold ring in his ear, something you have only seen the merchants in Polis sport. Interesting, because we did not see any other villagers yet. But let's see how that turns out. He does look very glamorous, I would say. Could this be the young new headman Ajati mentioned? You are a Willow Guard, yes? Did the Willow Grove respond? Yes. Artkos. That's his name. Finally, my name is Artkos, and you are the village headman. Yes, I've heard of you. He looks surprised and then pleased. Affinity increased, that's great. Well, I didn't realize word spread so fast. Come inside, we have much to talk about. He indicates the house he came from, a large, impressive house overlooking the central square. Headman, where are your willows? The headman stops mid-movement, clearly caught on the back foot by your sudden question. You know that townspeople have stopped to watch you. Okay, so there are townspeople. Interesting. I have no intention of discussing this business out on the streets. If you wish to talk, my door is open. Now I remember. That was stupid of me. We did see other village people, but villagers, that's what it's called. But we did not see them on this image. That's why I was irritated. Well, I could agree to follow him, right? Very well. Lead the way. You follow Artkos through the doors and into the well-lit sitting room. Welcome, welcome to my humble abode. Artkos leads you into a well-lit sitting room, richly decorated and spotlessly clean. He pulls up a chair and offers you another one. Now that looks amazing, doesn't it? I really love that art. Some honey meat? Tea? I can have. Cass, put the kettle to boil. No. You stand uncomfortably in the middle of the room. You never enjoyed staying inside for long periods of time. Well then, let's get down to business. You are a Willow Guard. We are a village under siege by monsters. Hopefully, we can help one another. I understand Willow Guards do not work for free, but be assured we have plenty of shimmer in our coffers to share. He is terrified. Under his polished demeanor and headman pretense, the young bear is terrified. His eyes too wide, his smiles too quick. Perhaps He knows the reputation of Willow Guards better than most and fears that you will simply turn around and leave if he cannot make a deal with you. Calm down, Headman, and just tell me what it is you want before we start talking shimmer. The Headman stops, look at you, and then takes a deep breath. All I ask is that you take care of the monsters that have invaded our lumber yard. We need that timber to finish our palisade. He waves at you to come look and then points out the window. You approach and see that on the side of the village facing the forest a wooden palisade is half built. Artkos folds his arms, frowning. We have to finish it before the next attack, or what's rest of Woikos will burn, which is why we need that lumber yard cleared. You recall learning the monsters come in regular waves every 3 months, and that it is about time for the next wave. The Headman probably has cause to worry. I like that light flickering here of the fire. It's nice. Nice touch. The Headman turns to face you, and for the first time since you met him, he looks his age, young, over his head, pleading. Do that for me, and I will tell you whatever you need to know, help you in whatever way you need, and I will pay you too, a good price in shimmer, please. Where is the lumberyard? Follow the road with the deep cart tracks south of the village, past the Roadhouse, and thank you, Willow Guard. Now we know where the lumberyard is. Artkos turns back to the window and the unfinished palisade, frowning. Despite his arrogance, it is clear he has shouldered a heavy responsibility here. But we will leave. You step out of the house onto the cobblestone square. Clearing the lumberyard will take time. I wonder if someone else could tell me where the willows are. Let's observe the town. The villagers mainly give you a wide berth as you take in the streets of Woikos. This all needs a lot of focus and we don't have a lot. I don't remember what to do. I think we can sleep somewhere to replenish our focus. But what we can do is here, consider the lack of a willow grove. Unlock with 1 empathy. You stay in the shadow of a building, making yourself invisible, and simply observe the villagers going about their lives. A sense of inevitable dread prevails, but whenever they greet one another, they do so with the warmth of family. No one seems concerned at the lack of a willow grove, even though its absence in the town square is glaring to you. Whether villages were formed around willow groves or willow groves were planted in villages, the fact remains that the two are inexorably linked. Ghweros wonders if this was truly always the case, that Woikos lacked willows. I should ask around. As you walk around the streets, you cannot help but notice the construction taking place at the outskirts of town. A wooden palisade is being built. The palisade the Headman mentioned. No work is being done here currently. There is not even enough material present to lay a basic foundation. Now let's visit the blacksmith. The smithy is small for a town the size of Woikos, but well appointed. Inside is warm. You notice the walls are adorned with not just the tools of farmers, but weapons as well. Well met, Willow Guard. I am glad you got here safely. She smiles at you, then sweeps her hand across the shop. This is my shop. It It did not take long to get it back to where I left it. Like I said, I do much more than just mend hoes and hammers blades. I can do something about your equipment using magic. Yes, and your gear looks like it could use an upgrade. How much would this cost me? Nothing, as long as you are helping Woikos. But I will require the ingredients and some shimmer, of course. To fuel the weaving. Exactly. Here, take this ring, proof of my skill, and thanks for saving my life. Take the ring. Okay. She hands you a beautiful ring that thrums with power. Thank you. I can improve that too if you have the materials. You have a new piece of equipment. You can equip it in your inventory by going to your journal feather icon in the upper right corner. Let's click it. And let's equip it. Right click. Oh yes. Hold the right click. Hey, we got stuff. We got the Willow Guard cape. Attribute bonus upgrade gear. Okay, so no attribute. Willow Guard blade. Oh, I thought something inside my room is clinking, but it is in the game. This is funny. It looks, it sounds very good. All right, let's see. So this is all not improved and we cannot improve it, but we can equip this one and we get something out of it. Can we inspect it? No. Okay, that's good. It's all right. Upgrade my gear. I would like a better sword, for example. But we are missing monster chitin. Okay, sorry. But the cape, nope. 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 And double nope. Alright. Can't upgrade anything. Fine work if I say so myself. Well, you did nothing. The smithy is dark except for the warm glow from the forge. Observe your surroundings. Well, we have focus again. You stop to consider your surroundings. We can do a lot of stuff, but remember, she is a witch. Well, let's try it. A rosy witch. The stories tell of old hags hiding in cottages and doling out strange concoctions and stranger advice. Ajati seems like the opposite of that. Logically, every old hag must once have been young, and a rosy witch can surely live in the middle of town as well as in an isolated cottage, and be a smith if they wish. But why do I feel like there is something I'm missing here? It's like an itch I cannot scratch. You stop to consider your surroundings, but we have to go because we don't have any focus anymore. Let's leave. As you are about to leave, Ajati stops you. Willow Guard, I didn't get to thank you properly yet for saving me. You gave me a ring. Aside from that, how about supper? Borsos at the Roadhouse makes the most incredible stew. My treat. Besides, I think we should speak. About what? About places of power, about dreams, about why you are here. She looks at you, her expression enigmatic. You feel an inexplicable pull towards her, like fate tugging at you. Finally, you nod. Good. Then I'll see you at the Roadhouse tonight. She returns to hammering. You consider the town. And unfortunately, I have to stop already for today. But I think next time we can go to the lumberyard and do something great. Hopefully some fighting. Thanks anyway for watching. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. And consider buying the game, or at least looking at it, because it is a nice game if you like a lot of talking and choices and investigating, I think, and a bit of fighting too. So, have a great day and see you next time. Goodbye.